Hi there, new artists. So, you want to sell your prints online? Well, I got you. I got a few tips that I've learned along the years on what to do. I have a background in graphic design, so I'd like to share with you some of my experiences and a little bit of wisdom as a 40-plus-year-old artist on what to do and what not to do because there is a lot of details. And, we're all learning and it's all good. So, let's go. Three mistakes new artists make when selling their art. Starting with number one, they choose the wrong style to start with. Like, for instance, I made the same mistake. I started with abstract art. Now, the reason this isn't a good idea is because not everyone is going to understand what your abstract art is, because a lot of people are, literal. They want a picture of a lion, you know, draw a lion. Like, it's abstract art is more about understanding you and understanding your personality and kind of your background story. And then that sort of helps people connect with that piece. So the main reason is they have to know you as an artist and your story, the audience or your target audience. So do not start with abstract art, maybe just to practice with, but to sell, that's not always the best one to start with. So number two mistake is you don't have an audience yet. Not that that's a bad thing, but you need to build up your audience and find your people by creating a social media account. You can choose any platform. YouTube is great for storytelling and sharing your journey and going into details about, your day-to-day activities and giving updates to your audience. YouTube is a great platform for artists to share their story and, find your people. And last mistake, number three, is just artists don't have the right equipment. So for me, this wasn't totally a big deal. I have a graphic design background, so I understand when you are translating something from paper to a printer, you have to do a lot of adjustments, and the equipment you need is either a camera or a scanner, which is a cheaper option than a $600 or $1,000 camera, because basically printers need higher resolution to print out a higher quality. So it needs a better camera. And I can also make a video about resolution and printers. So basically you need something other than a smartphone to take a picture or scan your photo or your painting and translate it so that a printer can print it out so that the quality looks just like your original piece. So that's the main thing, is that learning curve of understanding, the hardware and the software involved in selling prints. So this is my bonus, my extra tip. It's all about resolution. So the way I can kind of describe it is basically the modder, your smartphone, your modder, they have a different level. They have a different way of, okay, how can I describe this? Basically, what you see on the screen has to be translated to a printer. And a printer kind of speaks a different language, and it also sees things differently. Like a computer screen is all about light, and a printer is all about inks, color. So there has to be a way you need to do that translation, or the printer, the worker at the print shop, will translate your image. So for instance, all modders, they read in RGB, red, green, blue, and that's sort of the light spectrum. That's what it's called. So what I usually do is, I convert my work area to CMYK, and that will give you, that's the information to the printer, what the printer needs for color, because, and usually sometimes when you print something, it will be darker than what you see on the screen. So there's all these little adjustments that you'll learn over time on how to adjust your art piece that you have scanned or taken a photo of. And that's sort of that little bit of background to understand that, there's the light on the screen and then there's the printer ink. That's a difference. So there's always that you have to convert things. And that's where, again, that's my graphic design knowledge helps in that way. But if you don't have it, I will share those tips to help you out and to get your prints looking amazing. So you put in all this hard work and, you deserve to have beautiful prints of your art. So hope this all helps you. Take care now. Bye.